That's right. Exciting in November when we get to Cubs talk, and also exciting for the Iowa football team. As last week we heard from Iowa's offensive and defensive coordinators about what Iowa was working on as a team during their off week. So this week we thought we'd have a little fun and see what the team really did on their short little break. Taylor Brooks tells us more.
A bye week in college football is for a lot of things, a physical and mental break, plus rejuvenating the body. And for Iowa football, it was all of those things, and then some.
It's really nice, to get away mentally and physically, just recover a little bit, and then it's also fun then to come back in Sunday and prepare for a fun Big Ten away game.
I went to Ike's house for a couple of days and hung out with him back in Cedar Falls, kind of relaxed, and got to watch some games on Saturday, just kind of relax. His family's great. Like a second family here for that, so that was nice to do.
I got to go back home, relax a little bit, do a little bit of fishing, and just relax. So it was nice to to be able to take a little break.
I went to the Michigan State game, just sat there with my friends and watched the game. It's rare that I get that opportunity just to get go back home, because it's a good long drive, but it's not bad. But like I said, it felt good to get back home and see my family and friends. It was a little weird, especially when you're surrounded by a sea of green. So it was a little weird, but I had to support my school. I was wearing some Iowa gear in the stands as well.
I dressed up a little bit. I was a pirate for Halloween.
Well, my costume wasn't as good as Jaleel's pirate costume, but now let's see if Iowa can go win November. Reporting outside the football facility, this has been Taylor Brooks with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
As Taylor said, winning in November is now on this team's mind. And on Friday, we tell you how they plan on going 4-0 this month and how it all started and it will all start now with number 12 Penn State on Saturday night. The Iowa women's gymnastics team still has some time to get ready for their upcoming season, and their coaches have installed a new mission statement to help them in and out of the gym this season. Mary Kate Herion has more.
As each team gets ready both mentally and physically during their preseason, they also add a mission statement. And this year, the Iowa women's gymnastics team began their I Am campaign.
The biggest motto we have is I am enough. It's been going on since my sophomore year. Now we really tried to put that into everything we do, not only our gymnastics but our school, to really believe in us as a team and yourself.
With gymnastics, it's a sport that you start at a perfect score and then you just start deducting right away. So knowing that you're enough and just means like you're perfect inside no matter what the other people, like the judges, say to us. So like we're just enough and perfect on the inside.
It's very difficult for an athlete when they lose their sport, whether that's retirement, injury, it's just time, graduated, time to move on. What they are, if you ask them, they will define themselves as a gymnast. And so beyond that, they really don't know who they are. Our whole mission is to make sure that they know what they bring to the table, who they are, that what they are is enough.
Along with installing the I Am campaign, the team is also getting ready to begin their upcoming season with the hope that their mission will help prepare and create a positive and strong team environment.
So we do mental training every week, and so we're just trying to prepare ourselves for the upcoming season. It's a very tedious process and continuing to keep ourselves as mentally strong as possible. And then with preseason, it's definitely been a trying situation, and it's been very hard this season, this preseason, but it's all worth it because this upcoming season is going to be so worth it, and we're preparing ourselves as the best way as possible.
We've been doing a lot of mental training to believe in ourselves, that I am enough motto, and a lot of mental training and putting a lot of physical part in it too. That now is the tough time. It's preseason, so we're putting in all the work so that we'll be ready for when the time comes. We know we are enough to put in the work. Like, we're strong enough, we're smart enough, we have all that. And being women too, we're enough to do anything that we want to do in the world.
Now the team has about 2 months left to get ready for their first meet on January 8th at NIU. Reporting for Iowa Gymnastics, this has been Mary Kate Herion, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Now, as Mary Kate said, the team will have their first meet in January, but first they'll have their black and gold inter-squad meet on December 3rd. Swimmer Jack Smith has had to travel the distance to become a Hawkeye, and Liv Corbett tells us more.
Leaving his home in Stoke-on-Trent, England, sophomore Jack Smith has found his new belonging here on the University of Iowa's swim team.
There was just something about here, the people, the campus is great, the team vibe was amazing. I mean, I came in on my trip in March, in February, so I was on my own. So like, but I felt like everyone on the team was like very nice and welcoming.
He immediately fit in very well socially and with the team. But what he does bring to the table is he has more international experience. So he has competed probably at bigger meets than some of the kids that we would get normally, and that just adds again more experience for him, which helps us in the Big Ten.
Although just a sophomore, Jack Smith has the mentality and ability to be a leader for the Iowa swim team. As the season continues, Smith not only has high expectations, but has set several goals for himself.
This year, I want to make NCAAs individually. I mean, last year I made it for a relay, which is great, obviously, but this year I want to go back again for the relays and go individually, which will take me. I'd have to drop about 0.5 or 6 on my 100 free, but it's doable.
I see him taking more of a leadership role now, and we've been definitely pushing him towards that, and I see him accepting that challenge. We want to get more relays to NCAAs, and he's a key part of that.
Reporting inside the CRWC, this has been Olivia Corbett with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Watch Jack and the rest of the Iowa swim team tomorrow as they compete against South Dakota State here in Iowa City. Now, Tom Brands will address the media later today at the team's annual media day. We'll have full coverage from Coach Brands and his wrestlers on tomorrow's show. Bradley, back over to you.